The cold snap that gripped our area at the beginning of the year didn't last long, but it did leave a lasting impression. Now, during that period, procedures and the people who work at the Houston airport system swung into full gear when temperatures dipped to freezing. The pictures can still send chills down your spine. Frigid temperature, unusual for our area, but not unanticipated. It got cold enough for the air carriers to call out their trucks. Gladstone Taylor, the environmental investigator for the Houston airport system, explains what happened next.
Basically, this is just a large run-up pad area where planes can basically sit and position themselves and waiting for another aircraft to take off. You have de-icing, which is the removal of ice from accumulation of ice from aircraft surfaces. And you have what's called anti-icing, which is basically the prevention of the accumulation of ice on aircraft surfaces.
The three-man crews in the science fiction type trucks swarmed to the rescue.
Basically, their purpose is basically to house the fluid that is to be used, which can be presented in any number of mixes. On this particular day, I believe it was a 50-50 mix of hot water and glycol. And they basically use that to adhere to the surface of the aircraft. But most of the trucks have about anywhere between like a 7,000 to 10,000 gallon capacity. They're basically prepared to be there for maybe anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour of de-icing.
It can take 5 to 7 minutes to anti-ice the large planes like the 777s. De-icing and anti-icing procedures are the pilot's call, but they don't always need to wait for freezing temperatures.
It can be as warm as 45 degrees, as 50 degrees. If once the pilot gets up in the air and he starts to see conditions in which propagate freezing on any of the aircraft surfaces, he'll ask to be anti-ice before he leaves.
Whether it's ice or hurricanes, the Houston airport system is on the job. Reporting for Houston Airports Today, I'm Sean Bajani.